What's going on, guys? Kigerr here, and today we're going to be talking about what to buy in the shop with the Eternals update. I've had a lot of questions. I could have had this out a little while ago, but I wanted to get a real good look and talk to everybody, see what they feel like. I can only play one type of way, so talking to several people in each category really helps me out. I also wanted to let you all know 6 p.m. EST tonight, the 11/10/21, I will be doing a AMA Ask Me Anything live on Twitch, twitch.tv/KIGERR, links down below. And I want to invite everyone to come by, ask me some questions, and about myself, about the game, whatever you want. And I'm doing this because over this past weekend, I hit my 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But let's get into this. Alright guys, so we're going to go down the list. We're going to start at the perks. And right here, the Cersei 7-day, if you really want to focus on Cersei, is good. But as we've seen so far, Cersei is not really a standout right now. So you get the 2,700 crystals, you get the 10 draws. It's not $45, right? If you really want Cersei, go for it. But 45 is kind of steep for that. Right here, the Alpha Companion membership is a steal. What you get for the price is ridiculous. Hopefully this is a returning offer. If it is, you would always snatch this up if you're willing to put any kind of money in the game. I will be touching base of what kind of player will do what kind of offers. We have our free-to-play, cheap-to-play, and whales, right? People get weird with the whole sea mammal thing. I'm going to say the word whale. Whatever whale means to you, take it as that. Alpha Future membership, obviously free-to-play can't get it, but anyone who's putting any kind of money in the game, this is probably one of your best bang for your bucks as far as if you look at the total crystals for money spent. We actually get into a different conversation right here with the Omega Future membership. So the cheap-to-play won't be getting this because that's $27. That's kind of hard to look at your wife or whatever and say, hey, I'm spending, date night on this pack right here. But it is worth it as far as gem and box value per money spent. But the cheap-to-play aren't going to be getting it. The whales, this is a must-buy, just snap it up. We'll jump right into the Premium Future membership. You have to be adding a classification here, Mega Whale, to even think about this one. Like I said, with the Cersei offer, the amount of resources you get is worth it, but no one's spending $45 for these things. Going on to the Gold Future membership, this one's actually kind of sneaky because now with transmutation, gold is a lot harder to come by, as well as a lot of the dolphinish whale type players say Convergium is giving them issues, as well as obviously you get enough crystals from this. This is the cheap to play, and whales just snap it right up. Rule of thumb is whatever shows up in the perks section is going to be worth it, and it is most of the time limited. Now we have the two Courtney offers, and these are a little bit weird. The Courtney special number 1 is amazing on a fresh character because it gives you a bunch of stuff with potentials, books, specialization stuff. If you just download the game today, jumping right in, this is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Someone who's been playing for a little while, a lot of the things they give you in this go down and down in value over time. So you have to gauge based off of your circumstance. But Courtney number 2 is kind of weird. They give you 4, 4, and 8 of the tickets, they don't give you companion tickets, but they give you crystals to equal the dollar amount. What's a little weird about it is that you can't, if you have like 8 tickets, you can't pay 300 crystals or whatever to open a full 10x with the banner system. So it's going to sit there and be annoying until you have enough tickets. So you have to make that decision on your own. This can be good for cheap to play, just because, like I said, the crystals are enough and you get some tickets. And normally tickets are the things holding you back, getting your equipment to 6-star, nanoing, whatnot. So the group ticket one is right. Companions are right here, but there's 3 of them. There's this companion one. There's one for Omega cards, and there's one for costumes. And it's 2,000 crystals, and you get 20 pools. The price for a 10x, for context, is 1,800. So you're paying 200 crystals for a second 10x pool. You have to wait a couple days to do it, but bang for your buck, one of the best things you can do in the game. This Hero Level Up bundle, this is almost entirely for the crystals, which is a ridiculous amount of crystals. We'll see in a little bit there are better ones for bang for your buck for crystals. This comes with a couple 20, 30, 40, up to 100 selector box of badges. These don't, like if you do the 61, you don't get to pick Red Skull. If you do 70, you don't get to pick Nebula. But these are the other ones that drop. Not as good, but they are something. Not the best. Right here, though, so this epic emission offer, once you complete all the first 5 zones, not including Dark Domain, this gives you the full thing, which is a lot of pools. You get 10, 10, 20, and then 2 10 selectors, a 5-star region costume box, which is a lot on its own, and plenty of crystals. This is, I know it's $90, but probably one of the best $90 you can spend in the game. If you've already bought that other stuff we looked at before. Maybe the stuff we're about to look at is a little bit better, but if you are a whale, if you're willing to, what I look at is some people quote-unquote buy the game, they put a couple $100s in and then never again. This is something you would buy if you're buying the game. The next 2 bundles right here are the best ones in the game, hands down, no conversation. $27 up to squad rank 50, you get crystal payout all the way up. And then the next one is from 50 to 100. The amount of crystals they give you is just ridiculous. And they will pay for every 10 squad ranks, you get an offer to buy the I'm going to call it Stark Tech, Fury's Confidential, and PEM's Research to raise your squad power. They give you plenty for that, as well as crystals to do your 10x's or whatever you want to do with your crystals. These are the biggest influx of crystals you will get in the game, hands down. Now, going into this event, what people really want to know is, what do I do about this event, right? So we're going to look at this. The Eternals one right here is only going to be realistic for a Mega Whale. The 2-star Eternals box is nice, but it is not worth $45 even with the other stuff here. If you are spending a decent amount of money, this is something that you will look into. Just as the hierarchy, the free to play obviously not, the cheap to play aren't getting it, the buy the game people aren't getting it. Some whales are, and definitely the mega whales are going to eat it like a snack. Next, we get into the Icarus and Gilgamesh bundles. They are 2 pretty good summons. Icarus, just his pure damage output is pretty great. And if you look at my last video about their 5-star and 6-star bonuses, Icarus's is PvP increase and PvP decrease. So getting some stars on Icarus really is great. But Gilgamesh can do some Omega War, possibly Alliance War stuff, where you summon him, he does decent guard damage, and then he has a stun chance. These are two really looked at summons for PvP aspects. Are they worth the 3,000 crystals? Yes. And then they get pushed over by being actually good summons. Next, we are going to talk about Vision and Ultron. The Vision one is kind of a trap. They give you plenty of stuff. The one thing that they give you in it that is kind of hard to come by are the special skill tickets. You get 10 of those. Is that worth the difference to the $45? No, it's not. But Ultron is sneakily really good with defensive type characters like Captain America, and it might not sound like it, but Spider-Man, Ultron summon shield. Everyone can dodge most of the summon skills, but a shield just makes you last longer, and when you already have mitigation, defense for Captain America, dodge for Spider-Man, Ultron's shield is 30 to 50% more effective than any of these other skills. So the Ultron one is good. Next, we look at some of the other miscellaneous companion offers. The weekly one is good. Am I going to pay $9 a week for this? No. Can I pick it up once or twice whenever I feel like it to boost myself? Yes. Cheap to play whenever you have like I did good today, I cooked at home, I'm not going to go out to eat. You could do this. One that these $4 guppy snack things, really do what you want with them. I will say the $4 packs, usually the costume ones aren't that great because you get an influx of the 1-star boxes. But the companion $4 one, the companion upgrade box can be either tickets to upgrade their skills or tickets to upgrade their levels, which are things you need to do regardless, and some companion summon tickets. Really 3-star is a good stopping point for right now. Over time, you're going to want 5 and 6-star. These will over time help you get there. Are you getting them? Probably not, unless you're a bigger spender. Though this monthly one right here is actually ridiculous. 3-star special companion box. It is guaranteed. I will show you right here. Actually, when you look at the actual item, you have to buy it to look at the rates. But when you look at the 3-star special box, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a guaranteed 3-star special unit. That'd be Icarus, Gilgamesh, Vision, Nick Fury, things like those. The amount of actual resources that go into that is startling. So $45 is a lot, but if you're going to put X amount of money per month into this game, this is one of the best things that you can do. This and a couple of the memberships in the perk section. Let's look at the event. Now this is where it gets a little weird. They have the 5,000 crystals bundle, the third one to the right, which is specifically supposed to be able to buy you all 10 of this America Chavez ticket things. Which is actually, if you look at the amount of tickets you get, is a lot. So the goal is to use those Eternals reward tickets to get the 1,600 Eternals coins to open up the Eternals box, and this will help you get there, as well as 5 tickets, which is roughly, they're not 100 per, they're roughly 80 to 90 per. So for a little over 200, you're getting the 2 reward tickets and an Omega supply box, which is worth it. Going on to the second one, don't look at this, not worth it. The main draw to this are these enhancers, which are only 5% more effective than the purple ones that we have. And if you really want these, you can do one of each by doing a rank 5, because they're 5 per, and there's 4 different enhancers, so 20 pays for a round of all of them. But if you're doing that, then you're not really advancing in the milestones. All of these right here don't really matter. This one comes in at a very interesting spot, where if you're spending a bunch of money, this is fine, because a bunch of whales I've talked to, their biggest issue is having enough convergium to upgrade their 10x pulls they're doing. This will alleviate some of that issue, give you some crystals so you don't feel stupid for doing it. Only the bigger spenders are getting this. Don't worry about, am I losing value? Weekly power up, weekly hero. These are things you can ignore. They are decent. The weekly hero upgrade on the far right. If you're just whaling out, but you want to make sure your stuff is worth what you're buying, that is, but only to an extent, because it has books for squad rank, potential, things for specialization. So once you start waning on that, then it gets less and less valuable to you. Going on to the normal offers, a lot of these aren't really worth nothing. Some people say this monthly Omega card is good. When you look at the amount of Omega cards you're getting as an influx per day, it doesn't really seem like much to me. If you go in at... some people have issues scoring high on primes in the open world. Remember, you can look at my video about spawn rates, and every hour or so, depending on the region, they start spawning. If you're worried about not farming a specific card, but you want just a influx of cards, go hunt MODOK, go hunt Red Skull, go hunt Ultron, where you get 5 cards, which start to add up over time. As we scroll through, a lot of these aren't worth it. The potential is good up until you get maxed out on potential, then never touch it again. The weekly squad rank is good to an extent. So the people who are spending a bunch of money, this is good for you, because these 3 things down at the bottom, you can only get 100 per week with normal gameplay if you've already taken all characters up to level 100. So if you have squad rank 150, but all your things are only 120-ish, this will help you meet those thresholds. But by no means is it a must-buy. We look at consumables. You get your free daily, you get your Eternals, you get your raid. The hero expansion slots are best in slot. If you have some free crystals, right here, these are weekly, the weekly 5 times. So 50 for 1,000 is one of the best prices you can get in the game, hands down. So if you're down on Convergium, pick that up, gobble it all up. Jumping onto the tokens, I only ever buy the 2 on the right, the 15 green ones and the 5 blue ones. I don't really touch the rest. If I get low on Convergium, I may pick up the 500 one in the bottom middle. We talked about Omega War. Weekly, you grab the 4,000 PEM research log. Then whenever you have 3,000, you get the 110 badge box, because it's the same as the 100. We jump over to Dimension Duel, and this is the one where there's been some kickback on. Once you're in a spot that you have things where you want it, where you don't need potential, you don't need the Convergium, you don't really need the books, because you get a book a day from Alliance Store. The Fury classified data, you snack that up. And what some people have been doing is some people have been buying the highest training manual, the 2 or 3 if they're doing really well per week, and then rolling it on. What I have been doing is I buy the Fury classified data and hold off. And that puts me at a huge surplus of the dimensional tokens, which I want, because over time, I am imagining, if anyone's played Marvel Strike Force, they will be adding things to these stores, so I want to have an influx when that happens, so I can kind of jump the meta, is a term that gets used. Dark Zone, this depends on how well you're doing in the Dark Zone. Really, what you should be going after is the 110 4 to 6 star drops. I get roughly 900 a week, so I get 3 of these. If you get slightly less, it can be worth it to get 2 of those in one of the 150 110s, but I would recommend holding off till you have the 300 to do the 110 4 to 6. If we jump down to special tokens, probably the best bang for your buck in this entire thing is the 3-star companion box, which is new. The special ones, the 2000 things, depending on your spending level, those are great. The monthly 500s are probably, so if I had to rank them, it would be the companion box, the monthly, then the specials. So, like if you're doing, let's say, Widow, you would get the Sakar or Hydra Empire once a month, and then ignore the shop. But if you have enough influx for 369 1400, you'll get 3 of the special companion box, get maybe the Hydra Empire box, and then push this shop to the side for the rest of the month. I will go down to the end. Free to play. Even free-to-play or light spenders would not be getting these 100s or 300s on the bottom right. You would wait until you accrue enough over time, no matter how long it takes you, to get a 5-star selector, because the goal is to get regionals. Specials for some, but regionals are your baseline. But that's a quick overview of the shop. The Align shop, use your gold, buy everything you can. Don't forget the blue squad rank book refreshes once per day. The pass is very interesting. Let's talk about the pass before we jump out. The pass is very interesting because Athena is like the top of the mid-range units for these special summons. The stuff you get in the pass are actually pretty decent, and what I find pretty weird is they took a lot of the chaff out of the daily objectives you had to do. Some of these people were like, man, do I really have to go do that? A lot of it is just blitz, daily one-dimension duel, which that's not going to hurt you, do your evasions, and then the season, which is a month, you can see the timer at the bottom, 18 days, 11 hours left. A lot of these are just do each of the steps 5 times. I will recommend only using your tickets on the ones that you can do at the highest. So if you only do stage 4, do stage 4. And then once you use your tickets there, go and use your free runs at 1, 2, and 3. So you don't have to worry about rewards, and that will still count for completion here. And then get total points, get seals, and it's very quick to go through this. Once you finish the whole thing at 30, you get Athena, close or around 3 stars. After 30, everyone after will be a alpha supply chest like normal, and you get a $44.99 offer, which is good. It is Athena, 60 shards, with this right here, and maybe a slight decent 5 shard pool on 10x's or whatever, brings you to 4-star Athena, and she becomes very usable at that point. And that's the quick breakdown of the shop and a few pop-up rewards. And until next time, guys.